Chosen one, watch before your status changes. Important. This moment is unlike anything you've lived before. It's not just another chapter. This is the part of your life where the invisible lines of destiny begin to glow. You're standing at the threshold of a shift so powerful, so orchestrated by divine intelligence, that everything you thought was delayed is about to arrive with divine speed. What was once closed is now unlocking, and what was once uncertain is becoming undeniable. You are not here by accident. You are on divine appointment. This video finds you on purpose because your status is about to change. But before the outward transformation begins, there's a moment of internal preparation. And that moment is now. Watch this message until the very end, because there are divine confirmations waiting for you in every word. There is power in your presence here, chosen one. Write your warmest wishes in the comments, along with the number 777, a sacred number of completion and manifestation. This is how you energize the universe around your desires and send a signal to the divine that you are ready. Ready for the shift. Ready for the favor. Ready for the unrecognizable elevation. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. You've been under spiritual development in ways the world could not see. Your timeline didn't move like everyone else's. While others seemed to be sprinting ahead, you were hidden. While others celebrated surface victories, you were being refined in the unseen. But don't mistake your silence for stagnation. The delay wasn't denial. It was design. It was in the quiet places, the isolated moments, the why not me yet nights that God was forming someone unstoppable. You are that someone. This isn't just about promotion in a worldly sense. It's deeper. This is about the fulfillment of purpose. This is about the rise of someone who refused to break. Someone who held on when everything around them said, "Let go." You endured. And because you endured, your status is now being upgraded, not only in the eyes of man, but in the records of heaven. You've passed spiritual tests that others couldn't even see. You were not just chosen, you proved why you were chosen. And that proof is speaking now, loudly, in realms seen and unseen. Get ready, chosen one. The tables are turning. The script is flipping. The very atmosphere around you is changing in your favor. The same people who underestimated you will be the ones who whisper your name in awe. The same rooms that once closed their doors on you will be calling you in with urgency. The same resources you once stretched for will now stretch to meet you. It's a reversal. It's a divine restoration. But more than that, it's a reward. You didn't need to manipulate, beg, or compete. You allowed your authenticity to lead. And because of that, the divine has marked you for honor. You are being called into a new identity. No longer the struggler, no longer the forgotten, no longer the one always watching others win. You are the one who is about to win, publicly, undeniably, and supernaturally. You're not here to blend in. That was never your assignment. You've been set apart because your role is different. Your path has been laced with sacred fire. Everything you faced, every rejection, every loss, every confusing delay, was recalibrating you to walk with royal authority. You are being elevated now, not just for your own sake, but for the sake of those you are meant to lead. Your rise will not be quiet. Your shift will not be hidden. There's a level of favor that can't be explained. It can only be witnessed. That's the level you're entering. You'll begin to notice things aligning effortlessly. You'll attract divine partnerships without trying. You'll walk into rooms and feel the shift in energy because your frequency has risen. Not through ego, but through endurance. You're carrying divine light now, and it's visible. Be mindful in this moment. Be watchful. Because with great elevation comes great responsibility. Your discernment must increase with your status. Not everyone clapping is cheering. Not every offer is for your good. But you'll know. Because now, your spirit is attuned. The same spirit that carried you through your darkest days will now guide you through your brightest breakthroughs. Chosen one, hear this with all your heart. Your story is changing. Your reputation is changing. Your financial status is changing. Your emotional state is changing. Your entire identity is being rewritten in the language of royalty. People won't even recognize you, not because you've become someone else, but because they never really saw who you were to begin with. You're not becoming. You're finally being revealed. And there is nothing anyone can do to stop it. When God sets the stage, no one can block the spotlight. When destiny opens the door, no one can keep it shut. This shift is divine, it's sovereign, and it's sealed. You are no longer the same. Even if you tried to return to the old version of yourself, it wouldn't fit. Because once expansion begins, contraction becomes impossible. You've outgrown your former limitations. Everything in your spirit has been screaming for more. And now, more is on the way. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the moment to shrink. This is the moment to stand tall, to walk boldly, to step into every room with the knowing that something has shifted within you. You're not waiting for a status change. It's already begun. The signs are already showing up. The confirmations are already surrounding you. Stay in alignment. Keep your heart pure. Keep your focus sharp. Because the very thing you thought would take years will unfold in days. Acceleration is your portion now. And the most powerful part? It's happening with ease. You won't have to push. You won't have to prove. You'll simply flow. Because when the divine favors a soul, no resistance can win. Let this be your reminder. Your current status is temporary, but your next level is eternal. Walk like it, speak like it, prepare like it, because it's already done. It's already decided. And your life will soon reflect the truth that was hidden inside you all along. You are not where you came from. You are not where you were left. You are not even where people tried to confine you. The space you used to fill is now too small for the magnitude of who you've become. And that is why your environment is shifting. That is why certain connections are falling away. That is why what used to satisfy you now feels incomplete. Because your soul has sensed what's coming before your eyes have seen it. Chosen one, your new season isn't waiting for your confirmation. It's happening because heaven already approved it. The signature is divine. The instructions have been issued, and your spirit has been responding to the call, even when your logic couldn't keep up. There's a blueprint unfolding that doesn't require your understanding. It only requires your obedience. And you've been obeying, even when it felt confusing. You've been trusting, even through tears. That level of faith has not gone unnoticed. Everything that felt delayed was actually an act of mercy. You were being shielded from levels you weren't ready to sustain yet. The blessing had to wait until the weight in you matched the weight of it. But now the scales are balanced. The preparation has produced power. The pressure has formed promise. And the evidence is about to flood your life in undeniable ways. Don't let what hasn't arrived yet fool you. Many shifts are silent before they go public. Seeds don't make noise underground, but they're growing. Elevation doesn't begin on a stage. It begins in a decision. You made the decision. You chose growth. You chose light. You chose love, even when it hurt. And now, that decision is echoing across your timeline, drawing in new outcomes, new rooms, new rewards. There's a supernatural alignment happening right now. Every piece of confusion is being clarified. Every loose end is being tied. Every wandering hope is being anchored. You've crossed a threshold in the spirit realm, and the natural realm is catching up. That's why certain things feel off. That's why certain energies seem foreign. You're not going backward. You're just outgrowing everything not built for your next. It's not pride. It's purpose. It's not ego. It's evolution. You didn't ask to rise this high, but the path you've walked has qualified you for it. The conversations you couldn't be part of before, now they need your voice. The spaces you once felt unworthy of, now they are being prepared for your arrival. You're not begging for a seat anymore. You're being summoned to the table. Understand this deeply. Your presence is becoming magnetic. It's not just about appearance. It's about authority. There's a frequency around you now that can't be ignored. People may not be able to explain why they're drawn to you, why they feel peace in your presence, why they sense something powerful when you speak, but it's because they're encountering the light within you. A light that's been refined in fire. This level of transformation comes with both favor and responsibility. You'll be noticed more. You'll be celebrated more. But you'll also be watched more. Stay grounded in your truth. Stay rooted in humility. Remember who kept you when no one else saw you. Your foundation will keep you steady when your status elevates you rapidly. The spotlight will find you, but your character will determine if you can sustain it. What's ahead of you is not a repeat of the past. It's a complete rewrite. You're not here to recover what was lost. You're here to step into what has been prepared all along. The old battles are beneath you now. The old critics are irrelevant. The old doubts have expired. You're being moved into a realm where only truth, alignment, and favor can follow. Everything else is being stripped away, and that's protection, not punishment. You'll feel a deep release happening, a spiritual sigh that says, finally. That's not exhaustion. That's the peace that comes when your soul sees the door open. You've waited long enough. You've healed deeply enough. You've prepared patiently enough. And now, it's time. But don't just prepare for change, become change. Don't just wait for recognition. Recognize your own worth. Don't just look for favor. Know that you already carry it. When you walk with this awareness, you'll realize that the world is simply catching up to what heaven already declared. This is a divine unveiling. You're being revealed, not reinvented. This is the moment where everything that was spoken over you begins to manifest, not in pieces, but in fullness. This is the point where the vision becomes visible, where the weight becomes a witness, where the whispers of your spirit become the headlines of your life. You are not going to blend in anymore. You couldn't, even if you tried. Your glow is too bright. Your calling is too loud. Your presence is too significant. You were always meant to shift atmospheres, to elevate spaces, to challenge mediocrity with your excellence. And now, the world is about to experience that version of you. Hold nothing back. This isn't the season to play small. This is the season to live bold, to speak truth, to shine without apology. Because there are people assigned to your light, and they will not find their path if you keep hiding yours. Your elevation is not a selfish event, it's a sacred assignment. So walk forward, not with fear, but with fire. Speak with clarity. Move with conviction. Build with vision. Love without limits. Because the status change coming your way is not just about how others see you. It's about how you finally see yourself. You're not waiting to be chosen anymore. You are owning that you were chosen all along. You are not hoping to be accepted. You are realizing you were already appointed. And that realization is magnetic. It draws opportunity. It silences confusion. It attracts divine timing. And what's next will not be small. It won't be a whisper. It will be thunderous. It will be undeniable. It will be the kind of blessing that makes people pause and ask, how? And all you'll say is, it was time. Chosen one, what's approaching your life now is not just another moment. It's a marker, a destiny marker. It will define the way you look back at everything that ever happened to you. Every number, every delay, every heartbreak, every misunderstanding. Because what's about to enter your life will explain why you had to go through what you did. And it will make it all worth it. You're not just rising, you're being elevated with intention. It's not a random breakthrough. It's not accidental attention. It's a divinely structured moment prepared long ago, written into your timeline before anyone doubted your potential. And now, what was always promised is beginning to bloom. Not by force, but by faith. This is a supernatural appointment with favor. Your name is being whispered in rooms your feet haven't even entered yet. Your spirit is moving ahead of you, aligning encounters, conversations, and confirmations. The energy around you has shifted. Your preparation has reached fulfillment. And now, manifestation is the next step. But hear this clearly. This moment isn't only about things changing. It's about you recognizing your authority in the shift. Because many people receive elevation but don't know how to carry it. They arrive at the new level but still think with the old mindset. That won't be you. You are being given access and awareness, favor and foundation. You're not just being placed higher, you're being positioned in alignment. You are receiving both the blessing and the wisdom to steward it. The divine is not just upgrading your life, it's upgrading your perspective. No more questioning whether you're worthy. You are. No more asking if this is your time. It is. No more hiding in fear of what others will think. You've already been tested beyond what they can imagine, and you passed. You passed when you stood in silence. You passed when you didn't retaliate. You passed when you loved without receiving it back. You passed when you stayed loyal to the vision, even when it felt like you were the only one who could see it. And now, the reward is arriving. It's not loud at first. It comes as divine nudges, intuitive signs, gentle shifts in how people treat you, a new kind of respect in conversations, a surprising opportunity that opens without effort. These are not coincidences, they're confirmations. You've been prepared in private for a long time, and now your name is stepping into public favor. But remember, your assignment isn't to impress, it's to impact. This shift isn't about status symbols, it's about soul alignment. Your status is changing, yes, but even more, your influence is expanding. You're being called to lead with light, to speak with power, to heal with presence. You are becoming a beacon, one whose journey speaks before they even open their mouth. You're becoming evidence that surrender produces strength, that patience creates power, that resilience births royalty, and you don't need everyone to see it. The ones meant to witness your transformation will. The ones whose eyes are aligned with your journey will recognize what you carry. Stop trying to prove anything. What's authentic doesn't chase approval. It simply is. And you are the embodiment of that truth now. You no longer have to chase alignment. Alignment is chasing you. This is your recalibration moment, the internal shift where you no longer see yourself as waiting for your turn, because your turn is here. The invisible crown you've been carrying is about to be seen. The anointing that's been hidden in struggle is about to become your authority in success, not because you want applause, but because heaven knows it's time to reveal what's been quietly refined. People will ask, how did it happen? They'll assume it came suddenly. But you'll know the truth. It didn't come suddenly. It came silently. It came from choosing purpose over popularity, from forgiving instead of fighting, from staying faithful when it felt foolish. That's where this status change was birthed. You're not stepping into elevation. You're stepping into evidence. The evidence of divine favor. The evidence of spiritual fortitude. The evidence of endurance. And now, even your presence will carry that weight. You'll walk into rooms and people will adjust because they can feel what you carry. Not because of your clothes, not because of your words, but because of your energy. Your frequency is no longer average. It's divine. This is the moment when doors start opening for you because your essence has caught up to your purpose. And let this be clear. You don't need to open every door. Some doors will open just to show you how far you've come, only for you to realize you've outgrown what's behind them. You're not called to every room. You're called to the right rooms, and the right rooms are calling you now. Chosen one, keep your posture steady. Stay anchored. Don't let distractions pull you out of alignment. Not everyone will understand your shift, and that's okay. They're not supposed to. Some people still see you as the version they met in your past, but that version no longer exists. Don't lower your energy to meet their perception. Let your elevation show them who you've become. Because soon, the conversations will change. The way people speak to you, reference you, think about you, it will all evolve. Some will suddenly want access. Others will apologize. And many will wonder what changed. But you'll know. It wasn't something that changed. It was someone. And that someone was you.